Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentle jammers, to the Chupacabra's lair. I'm your host, Larry, who just slammed his foot on a drawer and now it kind of throbs a little bit. And we're back for some more indie game action here today, checking out a pixel art game called Naemo, which is made by Unknown Entity, and it's a game about a child who wakes up in the ruins of Earth's civilization, and all that's really left are weird mutant creatures and robots that have converted the world into one massive artificial maze slash machine slash hair care and tire center, but only if you're a robot. And this was originally shared with me via the people at Indie Expo, and also I think its creators, although I'm really bad with foreign languages, so I couldn't properly translate it. But Google Translate does alright, and we're gonna check it out here today. So away we go. It certainly has, like, the creepy atmosphere down pat. Especially when we wake up like with a child that looks like he belongs in the Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind movie. And this game kind of plays and feels a lot like Hyper Light Drifter, if anyone out there ever tried that game. And it's not bad, but they're definitely, since this is a very early alpha sort of demo preview version of the game, it could certainly do with a little smidgen of work here or there to polish off some of the concepts. So here we are in the game, and we wake up, and what we have to our name is a cute little robot that shoots laser beams. And then we also have just the best poncho you have ever seen. Like, normally you gotta kill a man to get a poncho this good, but we don't have to go to an old western to enjoy it. We can just be in these ancient ruins. And so the only person who is alive to greet us is this strange, almost monk-like robot with a staff that is just staring at us and watching us sleep. Ah yes, welcome Nemo. You woke up too early, don't you think? Here, still an imprecise and unclear. Anyway, I hope this mood fit your taste. So, I think it's worth mentioning now that some of the captions in this game are a little bit fiddly because, you know, English is a second language for these developers, so I kind of understand. So I'm just kind of inferring a lot of the information about the story that I'm seeing so far with you guys as we play along here. So here's a little CRT TV. What's this say? Click the right mouse button to use your dash ability. All right, so we can dash very slightly. That's another thing that I remember having a similar ability in Hyper Light Drifter. Although I find that the Hyper Light Drifter version behaved a lot better and was more rewarding and felt better when you were using it. It felt like you were actually dashing somewhere. This just looks like you flicker for a second and then sprint. Like, that doesn't seem like a dash to me, but I don't know. So, let's see. We got these weird little potato guys down here. And when I first played this game and tested it out, I thought these were just random stones sitting around a campfire. But these are apparently potato people. I don't really know what we are, Larry. But if you need somebody to talk to, we'll be right here for you. We love to talk. You can sit here with us by pressing the R key. Smiles. I find you a little pasty, Larry. Here, take this. It will make you feel better. You can eat it by sitting down and pressing the left mouse button. So, the way that this game works for healing, which is interesting, is that you heal by consuming the light of other creatures. And you can get light from, like, living creatures that hand it to you, or you can find it in corpses. And then you eat the part of the corpse. That's probably not healthy, but I'm not sure if it has any prions in it. Otherwise, as long as you're not eating prions in your human meat, it's usually fine. So this little box here tells us that there's some hidden spots around here. Very much like other games that are kind of in this style. And then this guy's got a bomb for us. Oh, Naemo. Oh, it's nice to see you. Take this pain shell. I made it myself. You can cast it against enemies by pressing space. And don't worry if you didn't get the right aim, because it blows up. So, it's weird. We're in this, like, post-apocalyptic world where the robots are just maintaining these weird subterranean mazes. And they're really excited you're here, and, like, some of them think that you're going to kill them, but they're still excited, and they don't care. So here's your standard issue avoidance puzzle, where you just avoid the fire particles. And one of the things that I thought was odd about this particular prototype is that the particles themselves are the thing that's dangerous. So like the particles can linger after a number of different environmental obstacles and harm you even after the obstacle itself is long gone, which I thought was an odd choice. I would maybe not do that, because that would bug the shit out of me in like a full-fledged game that I paid the $1 dues for. So, this is another thing that took me a moment to figure out, because I play this game to make it easier to record without any hiccups or crashes. I play this windowed, and when I'm playing this window, this icon here is a little smaller, but this is a pressure plate that's the same color as the ground, and that makes that hella hard to see. So that takes us up here to this weird robot dude who's just chilling out on top of this platform. And he's trying to murder us, and I think that's kinda rude. So we're gonna shoot the pants off of him. There we go. And he's actually standing on top of a bomb. This thing is actually like a mine, and if you walk over top of it 4 times, it detonates and kills you. Like, it doesn't blow up, it shoots like an orbital bombardment beam to murder your face. Just like that. But I was safe, because I walked away from it like a good crazy person. And then here's our other power that we get. I guess we're telepathic, so if we hold the Q button, we can deactivate some of these little, pedestals. But unfortunately, there's really nothing that you can do in this room. We have to get this door open, and it took me probably like 30 minutes to figure out where I needed to go in this game in order to open this particular door. So one of my complaints that I feel could use a little bit of work in this game is there's an awful lot of mystery meat and just fucking about in the environment trying to figure out what is a wall and what isn't. And this is something that bugged the shit out of me inside of Hyperlight Drifter. Like, this is a doorway. This is like a little tunnel. How would I know that this is a tunnel? Like, am I to assume that anytime shrubs push out of the wall, it's supposed to be a walkable tunnel? Or am I just supposed to see this little piece of whatever background and assume that I can get there? I don't know, but that's kind of in the category of mystery meat, and that bugs the shit out of me. Like, that's not a good feature to have. Because you want people to be able to suss out where to go, not just decide that they need to, like, stumble across where to go. So over here is the great cosmic baby, man baby, in what looks like a snowmobiler's outfit. I have no idea what it's doing, but that thing will probably kill us, so we're gonna leave it alone. And then here's Old Man Fartbox, who shoots little red orbs of murder at us. We're just gonna blow him up, because he's not very fun. That's basically what you're supposed to do with old, unfun people, is murder them, I guess. But, you know, he did spit at you first. It was self-defense. That's the idea. Alright, we got some null. My favorite. Everybody's favorite null object. Yeah. Was there a thing over here? There was. I got some light that I can eat. And heal the slight amount of damage that I've taken. So yeah, I mean, there's not a crazy load to say about this game. It's a very early prototype, and that's why giving feedback like we're doing right now is rather important. So I need to go over here, because there's a path over here. This one was a little bit more obvious because, you know, there's this TV here, and this TV tells you about hidden paths. And this, you know, that's a good idea, actually, is to make it so that when you reach something that tells you in like a tutorial capacity that something you can do in the game is a thing, you should illustrate that like immediately, right next to them. So here's another robot. He is using this giant piece of metal to hammer and flatten out the floor. Ah, any wall, any machine. We made this. That's why we're here for. Forgive me, I'm busy right now. I'm stomping the floor. It's incredibly important. I'm trying out for Stomp the Yard later this week. Okay, so you guys like giant robot heads? I was really hoping when I first saw this that this would be a boss that would reach out and try to eat me like this was Titan Souls, but unfortunately it didn't. It just says, "Oh, hello, Nemo. I would like to tell you a story, but I'm not quite sure I've got the right strength for it. You could give me some of your light, you know, but it wouldn't matter anyway. It's still too soon. You're too young and stupid, and although that is a really nice poncho. Where did you get such a glorious poncho, Naemo?" Well, I stole it from a dead guy. So, that's all you need to know. Let's see, what do I need to do to open this? Oh wait, glowing red means it's already open. Never mind. I'm crazy person. Hey, it's more of those potato people. Fortunately, they don't count as enemies, so I can't kill them. So this screen says my name on it, Naemo or Nemo, and it's like one of so many clones has been activated. So am I just been created with enough free will to kill all the robots? Is that the deal here? Hey, you're here. I'm gonna kill you. Okay, well, the evil squid ghost that has a parka on is gone. So that's a thing. Let's go in here. I'm sure in no way. Oh, there's a dude here. Hello, what's your deal? All this, cough cough, is incredibly boring. One day you'll realize that, Nemo, and when you will be able to destroy us. Go back to sleep now. Look, man, I just got up. I had to like tinkle, and I needed like a glass of water or a glass of warm milk, and you lazy robots have gotten me neither, so you can just relax. So this is just another example of some of the the physical puzzles that they're looking to do in this game, where I use my brainwave kineses to open and activate stuff. I think that's actually not a bad power. It's just that some of this boy's abilities and kit for everything seem a little bit weird and kind of wonked out. But I guess that's just to be expected. Stuff happens. So basically, that was the most roundabout way I have of telling you that I just kind of wandered around for an hour and eventually beat this prototype, this demo. And it's not bad, but I feel like the biggest thing this game needs is it's gonna need to have its combat system fleshed out a bit more. It's gonna need to have more puzzles that make a little bit more sense or give you hints as to what you're supposed to be doing. And then beyond that, I'm not 100% sure. Like, the puzzles in this game are gonna be as critical as the rest. You're gonna need to have plenty of puzzles, plenty of enemies, different varieties of enemies, and they're all gonna have to make sense inside of this game. So, yeah, I mean, I don't dislike it. It's just, it feels like it's lacking a bit of refinement for my tastes. So, there's a chest here that has nothing in it. And into this room we go. All right, look. There's this little potato guy here. And then there's a person in there, and now they're dead. Because that's like a corpse box. It looks like bodies appear inside of that box, Larry. Maybe it's the box creating them? Dude, I've seen some pretty messed up stuff, and I've been lost in these catacombs for like a whole week. I mean, you're right, weird potato creature, but, you know, whatever. If only you knew yourself better, Larry. All of this wouldn't be anymore. You could finally kill the robots by programming really weird retro 90s malware. So, basically, this is the end of the game. We go into this endless room. It's got like one massive reflecting pool. And then my butt explodes and I disappear. And that's the end of the demo. And again, I don't dislike the game. You know, it's like, it's got some good concepts going. It's got really good art to it. It's got good background music. It just needs to be fleshed out now, is honestly what I think about it. Like, it needs to have that dash feel a little bit better. Maybe the ability to upgrade your little robot friend to accommodate different types of playstyles with different types of weapons that he can get for laser beams. And then maybe some more cool, like, powers. Because it's clear that these robots must have engineered him, so you might as well go for broke with that concept. So that'll be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Naemo. It's a free prototype demo that you can download on the Indie Expo website. I will put the link in the video description below for you to check out for yourselves. And that'll more or less be it, really. I mean, it's an interesting concept. It's got stuff to do. It's got work that needs to happen to it before it can go out into the world and be bright and magical and carefree. So bye, everybody, and have a good one.